listening to another preacher, and Father started showing me my hand in friendships. So I had a friendship about 11 years ago. My daughter was real young, and she did a lot of evil things to me. So I kept getting this feeling right here, this itchy feeling, and it was all like the lower part of my fingers and right in here. So I knew it was friends. So my ex would go to her house to talk about me. That was that first narcissistic that I dated. And he would always tell me, yeah, I'm going to be there for your surgeries. He never attended one of them. He even put himself on a dating site on the day I had my right breast removed. So it was, but I didn't find that till, later, after he was long gone. But my friend, excuse me. Sorry about that. So my dog tries to parent my grandson. We finally figured it out, because whenever I say something to Elias, she starts barking at him, and that's not good. We don't like that. I don't like it. So I have to put a muzzle on her just to protect him. So, so this friend also was responsible for me losing my child for a week to CPS. It was awful. I wouldn't even doubt it if she called them. So it was because my daughter refused to eat her food. So my daughter has an eating disorder at one time. She refused to eat anything but hospital food or McDonald's. It's really like McDonald's. So thank God I kept all my receipts, because I had to prove I was feeding her. But they did give me back my daughter. She didn't. CPS interviewed her. When she came home, she had a lot of questions for me. But she told me that when they asked about her dad, she told them everything. They had to give her back. They didn't have a choice, because I didn't do anything wrong. And this person was just being evil. So, but she was a big part of my relationship being destroyed. She had a big hand in it. And I thought to myself, she was my friend. Why would she be doing that? Why isn't she telling me he's coming to her house in the middle of the night, or in the afternoon, or whatever? They spent a lot of time together. He came clean, and well, that's later. He gave me he wrote me the 2 letter about her, and I handed it to her. I already knew. I'm not dumb. And I told her that in him, you both are meant for each other, and I left him there. That was the end of that. And I didn't go back till years later, until he came back around, apologizing and doing all that good stuff. But he still was the same person. He didn't change at all. Maybe a little bit, but not much. He still went back to being him. And so I went to Colorado, and then came back, and I ran into her in the library. Not laid into her. It was a loud whisper, and everybody in the room was looking at her. She had her own illnesses and her own problems, but she was trying to make problems for me. So just be aware of who you hang out with, because a lot of times you're sitting right next to your enemy, and you don't even know it. Because as soon as CPS took my daughter, the first word out of her mouth was, now we can watch a movie. You know what I did? Rosaries. All the way until I went to pick her up. Well, actually, I didn't have to pick her up. I had a meeting with them, and then they returned her on Friday. But my daughter was angry with me. She's like, why didn't you pay me? I'm like, when I signed the paperwork, that's how I defended you. I'm not fighting anybody. They think they have a case, so be it. She mentioned to me that she would ask me, like, what my favorite color was, what do I like for music, she was asking me all kinds of questions she didn't know. But she knew a lot about her dad, so I'm so thankful that they paid attention, and gave her back. The other thing he also wanted me to talk to you about too, your ring finger, your marriage ring finger that you put your wedding ring on, or if you're dating someone. Mine tend to itch whenever my friends or my daughter or even myself is in a relationship. my finger will start to itch. So it tells me they're talking to someone else. Alright, peace.